Well, happy Friday, guys. I just wanted to pop on here quickly. I know it's kind of late. I think it's like 9:30 or something. But I promised to share with you guys how my carrots turned out. And today's been a really hectic, busy day, and I have my 17-year-old is really sick with strep throat. So I didn't have any time to film, honestly, today. But I did not want to go to bed without sharing with you guys my carrots. So here is how they turned out, and they are beautiful. I don't know if you know, it's late and it's kind of dark in my kitchen, so I don't know if the color will actually come out, but they are beautiful. And this one is sealed. I have it actually in, I actually ended up moving a lot of this to the half-gallon size jars, along with my peas, along with my corn that I did. So these are all now in half gallons. My celery fit perfect in the 1.5 so I left it in that. And then I just have a little bit here of in a pint-sized jar. Let me aim you down. There we go. And hopefully you guys can see what they look like and what they sound like, which is just kind of like plastic. But they turned out beautiful, you guys. Let's see if I can get that to focus. There you go. That's what they look like. That's what an organic baby carrot looks like when it's dehydrated whole. Now, many of you asked me, let me see if I can get this camera balanced here and get you focused. All right, so many of you asked me how I plan to use these, if it's just for soup and stew, and it's not. It's for anything that you want to use a carrot for. If you want to use a carrot for a side dish, say you were making like honey butter carrots, you would just rehydrate these by adding boiling water to them. I know there's a cold method too, where you could add cold water to them and sit them in the fridge. You just don't want to sit them at room temperature for over 30 minutes because bacteria can grow. So either really hot or really cold. And that's how you hydrate them. You just let them sit and they will plump right back up and look like they did before you took all the water out of it. And so you would use this just as you would use any carrot or corn or peas. You know, many people do throw them in a soup or a stew because you don't have to rehydrate them that way. You can just put them in your soup, and the liquid from your soup will rehydrate them. Carrots, however, are really made with a lot of water, so you want to make sure that if you're going to rehydrate them in a soup or a stew, that you might want to add some extra liquid to your soup, just because a lot of it will be soaked up by your carrots. So that's it. You would just use them like you would any other carrot. This really is just a way of preserving it and making it last for a lot longer. And that's why I did it. Sometimes, you know, you go to make something for dinner and you don't have carrots on hand. You don't have peas on hand. Or a lot of times for me, you don't have celery, which is why I canned celery. So this is just another way to have food on hand in your pantry at your disposal. On times that, you know, you can't run out or don't want to run out. And of course, if, you know, anything were to happen, an emergency were to happen, you know, you get, you know, major snowstorm or something like that, and you're not able to leave the house, you've got food on hand. Some of you also asked why I would can a canned fruit or dehydrated canned fruit, like the pineapple. Well, the pineapple, when you dehydrate it, when you take all the water out of fruit, it becomes very strong. Like this dehydrated pineapple is so strong. It's intense and it's delicious, and it's almost like think of dehydrated fruits in trail mix. It's very similar to that. So, you know, you could buy canned fruit and dehydrate it. You know, canned fruit is in a can. After a while, that can is going to rust. After a while, that can is going to expire, has an expiration date. This is a way that you could actually make that fruit last by taking it out and dehydrating it. And if it's stored properly, it can last up to 30 years on your shelf. The average, I think, is 10 years. I plan on using my stock and keeping it rotated, much like my home canned goods. You know, I keep everything on a rotation in my pantry. I have a very working pantry. I don't preserve any food that I don't eat, that I don't actually have in our menu plan and our meal planning every week. So that's just me. That's what works out best for me without wasting. But these carrots ended up being absolutely beautiful, and the reason why, I know some of you said they look like peppers, like red peppers. It really is because I blanched them, and blanching them saves that incredible intense color, that beautiful color of the carrot, without browning it. So if you've dehydrated carrots before and you've noticed that your carrots turned brown, and you didn't blanch them first, you might want to try blanching them. I read a lot about this before I did it, and I chose to blanch mine because I didn't want mine being, you know, turning brown if I could prevent it. And as you can see, I mean, it's really pretty. It is really, really pretty. So anyhow, there is my my carrot adventure. And so I ended up with a ½ gallon, and I went ahead and I sealed that with the vacuum sealer. This one I didn't because I wanted to show you guys, but they turned out beautiful, and I'm really, really, really pleased with the results. Now, a lot of you wanted to see them rehydrated. When I go to use them, I will turn on the camera and I'll show you guys how they rehydrate. I don't want to do it just to do it in a jar, because this was so much work, you know, and it takes so long to dehydrate. You know, you're talking 12 hours. I don't want to use any and waste any. So I'll wait until I actually go to use this stuff, and then I'll turn on the camera and I'll show you guys. And in here tonight, just to show you what I'm up to tonight, I have, it smells like the Bahamas in my house, because I have this candle going called, let me see what it's called. I have this candle wax melting in my kitchen, and it's called Tropical Fiesta, and it smells like tropical fruit. And then when I start dehydrating this, it's really intensified. So I am dehydrating tonight mandarin oranges from a can, and those I got at Aldi's, and I think we paid like 59 cents a can for them. I'm also dehydrating lemons, and I'm dehydrating limes. So what I plan to do with these is drop them in my lemonade, my sweet tea, hot tea, and even water, you know, putting them and infusing some ice cold water with them, which I think will be just fantastic. So that's what I plan on doing with these. I actually plan on using them in drinks come, you know, spring, summer here now. You know, you sit on the patio, have a nice, you know, glass of ice water. You can put a couple of lemons and limes in it, maybe a couple of oranges, and it will be delicious, I think. And then the oranges, actually, the kids can eat it like candy, like they do the pineapple. So I've got a big number 10 can of mandarin oranges to do. I also have a number 10 can of peaches and pears that I'm going to do. I'm probably going to do those tomorrow night. But this is what I'm up to tonight. And yeah, and I guess I'm just going to keep going. There's so many things that I want to dehydrate. I really want to do shredded hash brown potatoes. I saw Linda's pantry, one of her old videos on that, and I was like, that would be perfect to have on hand on a Sunday morning. You know, I already have my instant pancake mix back there in that jar right there. And then if I had some dehydrated potatoes that all I had to do was kind of rehydrate and fry up, it'd be really, really fast on a Sunday morning. So that's on my list to do. I have to go to Sam's Club and get a big bag of hash browns to dehydrate. But that's it. You know, this weekend I plan on, I picked up 2 of these at Sam's Club. Some Welch's grape juice, and I'm going to make a couple of batches of grape jelly, and then I want to do pineapple jam. So I want to make some jam and some jelly this weekend. You know, like I said, my 17-year-old is really sick, and so we'll be mostly being in the house this weekend with him. And I don't know what else I'll get done. I'd like to get my curtains washed and that kind of stuff, but spring fever is upon me, and I want to get some cleaning done, but I really want to get some more canning done and some dehydrating. So that's probably what my weekend will consist of. So anyway, I'll stop babbling. It's Friday night. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Linda's Pantry tagged me in a video on using my pantry items to make a meal. I already have an idea of what I'm going to do. It's a meal that I've planned out in case there was ever an emergency situation on what we can live on, which is rice and beans. So I already have my meal planned out in my mind of what I'm going to do. I just need to find the time to do it. So maybe tomorrow, if not Sunday, I will get that video done this weekend and tag 2 of you guys to use your pantry to create a meal. But thanks, Linda, for tagging me. I appreciate it, and know exactly what I want to do. I just need to find the time to do it. So hopefully my big guy there will start feeling better soon. He's on antibiotics. It's only been 24 hours though, so probably by Sunday he should be starting to feel a little bit better. But all right, with that, I'm gonna go and soak in a hot bath, and Mama bought some wine for this weekend, so I might chill out and relax and and think of other things that I want to dehydrate. All right, guys, if you have any questions, just comment them down below. I will try to answer them, and I will be seeing you guys later. All right, bye.